Good afternoon, students. Today we will start a new poem from your book Flamingo, that is A Thing of Beauty, written by John Keats. So let's know the biography of John Keats first, then I will explain the poem for you. John Keats was born on October 31 in 1795 in London. He was a British romantic poet and was trained to be a surgeon. But Keats decided to devote himself wholly to poetry. He was a worshipper of beauty. For him, beauty was truth and truth beauty. Keats is called a romantic poet because he did not write on social issues. Students, actually romantic poets they prefer to write on nature, supernatural elements, beauty, and escapism in their poetry. What Keats used faithfully in his poem, and that always had helped to develop the idea of romanticism. He lived a very short life, but within his short life, he wrote many poems to put indelible imprints in the history of English literature. Due to his illness, he died at the young age of 25 in 1821 due to tuberculosis. Students, now let's know about the origin of the poem. This poem, A Thing of Beauty, is actually the first stanza of a longer poem, Endymion, written by John Keats on Greek mythology. This poem was published in 1818. Keats is successful in convincing his readers that beauty is divine, beauty is eternal, and also source of happiness. Now students, open at page number 98 and see a few lines of the poem. First of all, I'll read, then explain for you. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. Its loveliness increases, it will never pass into nothingness, but will keep a bower quiet for us, and a sleep full of sweet dreams and health and quiet breathing. Students, according to Keats, beauty is not 9 days wonder, but a source of permanent joy and pleasure. Beauty is always the source of happiness because it thrills us whenever we recall a lovely scene or any event. Just recalling the scene, it becomes like all the more enchanting for us. Makes no difference how many days have been le- gone or passed. In fact, it becomes all the more enchanting, fascinating with the passage of the time. It will never fade away. It is immortal. Beauty is immortal, it is permanent. The best thing with the beauty is that it leaves a long and everlasting impression on us that brings happiness to our depressed spirits, depressed mind. The life is full of problems, students, but it is only the source of beauty which makes us feel happy and energetic. See here, this students, the phrase that is written here, it will never pass into nothingness. It tells here that beauty cannot be worthless, but it multiplies as the time rolls up. The word is here bower, Bower. It means shady place. Beauty is like shady place. Anywhere in a garden, anywhere in the forest that is built from branches or vines, not of man-made things. I told you, students, Keats was a romantic poet and nature lover. So bower or shady place is under a tree or any vegetation. Now see how the poet is connecting the shady place with beauty. Just imagine a traveler. The traveler who after a long journey takes shelter under a tree in a shade, how does he feel? Obviously, cool, relaxed, peaceful, and mind soothing. In fact, he will overcome of his tiredness very soon. So, bower or shady place, that is under a tree, is beautiful thing. Is beautiful thing for the traveler because he forgets his pain and tiredness in the shade. So, beauty is also considered divine, holy, godly thing, which let us forget our sufferings whenever we are in problems. And whenever we are in problems, when we come in contact of beautiful things, we forget our pain. Students, beautiful things could be anything that gives us the source of happiness, pleasure, that makes us feel relaxed and makes us forget our pains for at least some time. The beautiful things could be any beautiful face, any smiling infant, nature, any story which gives us relax, satisfaction, and gives us relief from our trouble. Anything is beautiful. Anything which makes us sleep sound and makes us just see the sweet dreams, makes us healthy and our peaceful mind. So, all those things which are making us feel happy, making us healthy, making us sleep with sweet dreams, these all things are beautiful because these things are removing our pain from us. These things are at least giving us some relax to forget our sufferings, our troubles from our life, at least for short span of time. Now see the students, next lines. Therefore, on every morrow are we wreathing a flowery band to bind us to the earth, spite of despondence, of the inhuman dearth, of noble natures, of the gloomy days, of all the unhealthy and over darkened ways. Students, here the poet says that it is beauty alone that keeps our living on this earth. It is only beauty in the world that makes us move from one day to the next day. Therefore, on every morrow, morrow means morning, every morning we are covering us or surrounding us with flowery band. Flowery band here means beautiful relation. We make or find ourselves in beautiful relation or connection in this earth. Spite of despondence means in spite of. Spite of means in spite of. Despondence here means hopelessness or you can say disappointments. So, in spite of despondence and hopelessness, and inhuman means unkind or you can say cruel people, immoral, the people who have immoral values. In spite of despondence, in spite of immoral people, and in spite of dearth of noble nature. Dearth of noble natures means dearth means shortage. Noble natures means gentle people who have the qualities of human being, good human being. So here in this earth there are the shortage of noble people who have good qualities of human being. Gloomy days means sad days, and you can say darkened days is also the sad days or worst days of the life. Now, see, because of all these problems and troubles in the life, students, it is really very difficult, or you can say, it is impossible to live here on this earth. Of all the unhealthy means like unfit physical condition, darkened ways, I told you, the worst days or the sad days of or the sad ways of the life. So human life is full of sadness and it is really uncertain. There is no certainty of human life. There are many mysterious happenings or mysterious incidents in the life of human being, and man fails to understand. See, made for our searching here is man is doing his efforts and all his attempts, but in spite of all, there are some certain beautiful things on the earth which makes us stay on the earth, which attract us to live and stay on the earth. That's why see here in the beginning, therefore on every morning, in spite of all the problems in the life, every morning we are trying to make our connection with the earth. We are making the flowery band. Band means good connection, beautiful connection with the earth. We are having problems in the life, but in spite of this, in spite of all the problems, all the troubles, we are somehow trying to adjust ourselves. We are trying to connect ourselves with the life, with the earth. It means that our connection is a type of good relation with the earth. That is also here considered flowery band, means beautiful relation with the earth. It means that there are some beautiful things on the earth which are making us live here, stay here, though we are having so many problems, yet because of few beautiful things, we are being the part of the earth. Now, see, students, the next lines, made for our searching. Yes, in spite of all, some shape of beauty moves away the pall from our dark spirits, such the sun, the moon, trees, old and young, sprouting a shady boon for simple sheep, and such are daffodils, with the green world they live in, and clear rills that for themselves a cooling covert make gainst the hot season, the mid forest break, rich with a sprinkling of fair musk rose blooms. Students, as I told you, the poet is saying that it is only because of some beautiful things in the world, the people, the human beings are connected with the world. It is the beauty of these objects that takes away the gloom, the sadness, the problems from our sad hearts. See, students, here the word pall, P A L L pall, pall, it actually means cover. So here in this poem, the word pall is referring the cover, but cover is of what? Cover is of all problems. Now see, what are the problems here? Problems. See in the above lines, the problems in the life of human beings are despondence, inhuman, dearth of means shortage of noble natures, gloomy days means sad days, and unhealthy condition of the life means unfit physically, unfit condition, and over darkened ways means uncertain, or you can say worse days of the life. So these are the problems of the human being. So these problems are considered as here pal. So how this pal could be removed? How we can finish this pal from our life? Yes, this pal could be removed with the help of beautiful thing. Beautiful thing is a type of a glimmer, or you can say a spark of hope and a joy which sustain us and help us to enjoy the life. Here see, the words dark spirits is written here. What is dark spirits? Dark spirits means our soul which is in trouble. Troubles, what type of troubles? As I told you in the above lines, you can see all these are troubles which are covering our hearts. Okay, now see again here, next lines. The poet is, see here, he is making the list of some beautiful things. According to the poet, there are so many beautiful things in the world which are making our life more beautiful and adding happiness in our life. See what types of beautiful things are there. Keats is here appreciating the beautiful sun, the moon, trees old and young sprouting a shady boon for a simple sheep, and such are daffodils with a green world they live in, and clear rills that for themselves a cooling covert may against the hot season. Then the mid forest break, rich with a sprinkling of fair musk rose blooms. See here, students, the poet Keats, he is very innocently describing the importance of trees. Trees are also showing the beauty. How? Because it gives shade not only to mighty ones, or you can say great people. Trees are not giving shade to the great people only, but they are also providing the shade to the simplest animals like sheep, which is again divine here. How see the poet is trying to depict here or explain here or tries to connect here with the godly effects. Simple sheep here is actually the symbol of innocence and beauty. It is highlighting the godly appearance here. See here, students, in the picture, Jesus Christ, uh, he is in the dress of shepherd, the one who tends or take cares of cattle. The poet is saying that trees are not giving shade only to the simple animal sheep or to the mighty person like Jesus Christ, but the trees are giving shade to both the persons, sorry, both the creatures in the same way. See here, Jesus Christ is a shepherd and he is surrounded by his flock of sheep. And Keats, he has made here a special reference to the sheep. Sheep here are the symbol of divine beauty. Why? Because of innocence, simplicity. Then see here, the poet is also indicating towards the lovely daffodils with the green world in which they live. Students, the green world they live in means the green leaves here with the daffodils which provide support to them. Then clear stream. Rills here means stream. Clear, you can understand, it is transparent, pure, very clear. See here, the poet is trying to say that the clear stream means the transparent stream that is making the earth cool during the hot summer with its shade. Covert here is actually the thick bushes. See students, isn't it beautiful thing? Isn't it very beautiful to see or to feel or experience that how the shrubs, how the plants are growing and covering the rills, covering the stream and protecting it from the hot season, from the hot sun. Against here means against. The poet could count numerous beautiful things on the earth. Actually, the poet is saying that all those things which are giving us pleasure, happiness, making us relief from our pain, all are beautiful thing. Now see again, poet is moving ahead and he is looking in a jungle, in a forest, that how in the mid of the forest, mid here means in the center of the forest, break, brake, break is here a thick shrubs scattered or spread here and there with the beautiful wild rose of white color. This is also a beauty because in the mid of the forest the white rose is blooming. It is growing and spreading happiness, spreading color, spreading beauty. So all those things which are providing only happiness to the viewers are beautiful. Now see the last lines. And such too is the grandeur of the dooms we have imagined for the mighty dead, all lovely tales that we have heard or read, an endless fountain of immortal drink pouring unto us from the heaven's brink. See here, students, first of all, some difficult words are there. Dooms is actually the final day of the world. You can say also a judgment day. It is believed that on the last day of the world, when the world will be destructed or perished, so same day the God will appear on the earth. So that is doomsday. Doomsday. Then here it is mighty dead. Mighty dead means all the powerful person, great persons who had done great work for the human being for the sake of humanity, but they are no more. So all those persons are mighty dead. Mighty means powerful. Powerful doesn't mean only physically powerful. Powerful means like with the great work, with the great their creation, they had done something good for the human being. Then grandeur is here. Grandeur means magnificence. Then immortal drink. Immortal drink is actually elixir. Elixir means holy drink. And brink. Brink means you can say boundary or edge or border of any area or any container. Now, see, students, how beautifully the poet is trying to describe the beauty in doomsday. Doomsday, I told you, is the final day of the world when the world will be finished. But still, the poet is trying to find out the beauty in that and in that day situation. He is continuing with his list of beautiful things. See here, the poet is saying that the doomsday could be made magnificent, or you can say it could be also a grand day, the beautiful day. How doomsday could be beautiful day? The poet is saying all great people who had done great work for humanity and sacrificed their life for mankind must be rewarded. When they should be rewarded? On doomsday. It means the poet is wishing, he is praying from the God that on the doomsday, God should appear on the earth and reward all those people who had created, who had done beautiful thing, beautiful work, who had sacrificed their lives for the human sake, for the human being, for the mankind, must be rewarded. So, like this, the poet is trying to say that the doomsday could be made beautiful by rewarding those great people. The great people whose lovely tales means story, we people have heard, we have heard, we have read, we have listened about their great work, great job for the human being. Those people must be surely rewarded by the God. The poet is saying that all these beautiful things, whatever, either they are in the form of human being or beautiful thing like nature, any stories, anything that is beautiful on the earth, they are just like an endless fountain of immortal drink. They are just flowing from the fountain in the form of immortal drink. What is immortal drink? That is, I told you, holy water, pure water, and that is also known as elixir. So the poet is saying that all these beautiful things are like elixir, like holy water, which is coming from the heaven, which is overflowing from the heaven and then is showered on us. It is sprinkling on us. Why it is coming from the heaven? Because all the beautiful things are godly thing. They are divine. They are godly. Why they are godly? Because they are the source of happiness. They make the person forget the pain, forget the trouble once the person comes in the beautiful things contact.